Hello everyone, I am Coach Derek. In the last few videos, we talked about templates for several writing question types. How well did you guys digest them? Today, we're going to tackle the last question that can affect your writing score, the summarize the conversation. This question is the part of the third section of interactive listening. The first two parts are pure listening questions, which is listen and complete and listen and respond. For today's focus, summarize the conversation. You need to summarize what you heard in the first two parts and write them down. Here's the important part when you switch to the third parts page. The content from the previous questions disappears completely. So you must use the time left from the first and second parts to jot down the key information. Okay, let me just jump in here for a second. If you are seeking more practice before the test, Coach Derek recommends a wonderful DET practice platform, Dreamy DET. It covers all the latest Duolingo English Test question types, constantly updates with real exam questions, and even offers mock tests with instant performance feedback. Every question comes with a high-quality sample answer. They offered a special benefit just for my subscribers. You can unlock free VIP access through the link below this video. That means you'll get access to all the practice questions for free. Try it now and practice with my shared template. So what key information do you have to remember? Today, I will walk you through the template and help you master conversation summaries in one go. First, look at the template on the screen. Our overall writing logic is super simple. First, say who you were talking to. Then, say what the topic of the conversation was. Next, write what the other person said and what you said. Finally, write what decision you both made in the end. Now, based on this template, when filling in the blanks, what key info should you focus on from the scenario and the listening dialogue? First, check who the conversation partner is. For this question, it's almost always either a friend or a professor. Just remember that. Second, pay attention to the background info from the scenario and your own identity. For example, were you discussing a group project or asking for study advice? Also, your own identity matters. For instance, if you are a student in a specific major, take the keywords from this background info and plug them into the template. Third, focus on the dialogue content in the second part. Pay attention. If you chose the wrong answer, the correct answer will show up at the bottom of the screen. So when extracting key info, always look at the correct option, ignore the wrong ones. Now, here is a lot of info in the dialogue. What exactly should you write in the summary? You might find several key points, but we only need to remember 1 to 2 key pieces from each side, the other person and you. Why? Because you only have 75 seconds to write the summary. It's super tight, and trying to write too much might make you run out of time. Finally, find the decision you both made together. Usually, it's something like making plans to meet or reaching an agreement. If you realize there was no clear decision at the end, then just add more details in the part where you write the key info, and you can skip the last sentence with subsequent. Talk is cheap. Let's practice with 2 real questions. First question. The conversation partner is a professor and the topic is I want to understand some issues in professional graphic design. From the professor's dialog box, the key info includes: he compared the different roles in graphic design to different instruments in an orchestra, and also to different types of doctors. He said, just like different instruments in an orchestra sound different but come together to make a nice song, different types of doctors all belong to the medical field but work in different departments. This is using analogies to explain the roles of different people in graphic design. From your own dialog box, the key info is: you slowly understood the professor's analogy and finally got that I could specialize in one area of graphic design but still be a part of the broader field. Now, just put all this info together using the template. Check out the sample essay on the screen. You can pause here to save it as a reference. Now, let's practice the second question the same way. Look at the question on the screen. Try writing your own version following the template first. Same steps. Step 1, the conversation partner is a professor and the topic is I shared my summer internship experience with him. From the professor's dialog box, the key info includes, he encouraged me to attend conferences and workshops, join online communities, and optimize my resume and cover letter. He said all these things help with career development. From my dialog box, the key info is I carefully considered applying for similar positions and thought seriously about his advice. And in the end, I reached an agreement with the professor. After practicing these 2 questions, I bet you are getting the hang of the template, right? After today's class, try using this method and template to practice a few more questions. You'll definitely master it completely. See you next time.